Good morning, mademoiselles and messieurs. Mystery Man 64 at your service, and welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red version. Alright, so since last we left ourselves, I leveled up a bit off screen, and anytime I have to do that, I will of course do it off screen because I want this to be as seamless as humanly possible. And no one wants to watch me grind. Oh, I didn't level you up? Wait. Why are they all lower level? I thought I grinded it. Huh. Oh boy, did it not save? Because that's super. Oh boy, because that would be super. Did I not save? I guess I forgot to save. Welp. That's cool. Yeah, no. I tried to reset it. I, in fact, cannot reset it. Yep, this is fine. It's just a replay of the last episode. Just complete replay of it. Yep. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Well, we beat the first one. Isn't that special? I don't think I can even... Well, let's use the strategy that is just heal a bunch. Yeah, we're just gonna lower that attack stat. Oh, it's defense, so I'm gonna keep doing that. Because, it's gonna give me my best chance at dealing any form of damage. Oh, cool, a crit. We're still fine. And it misses. Which is good. Yeah, critical hit, that's something I can actually talk about. So it has a roughly 10% chance of occurring, and if it does, any stat increases or decreases, I think for that matter, are ignored, which is, you know, very good. You can just smash through someone that's been boosted if you get a crit. And speaking of stats, me lowering that defense, you can lower it by 1 stage for that. You can lower it up to a max of 6, and each stage is 50%. So I have lowered it 4 stages, so I have lowered his defense by approximately 200%. That is how they work. In later games, you can actually see this, and I somehow made it through. You know what? We'll take those. Oh boy. I heard the Pokemon League is crawling with tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. They should quit dawdling and get a move on. Well, that was something I wish I could have avoided. Now my Pokemons aren't as high level as I thought they were. Do you seriously? When do you get the running shoes in this? Is this going to be my default speed? This is agonizingly slow. We're just gonna... Well, now I've had my coffee. That's what I need to get going. What is that red box you have? Oh, so you're working on a Pokedex. Then let me give you a word of advice. Whenever you catch a Pokemon, the Pokedex automatically updates its data. You don't know how to catch a Pokemon? Even though I've caught 3 already. I suppose I better show you then. Trying to sound like an old man. Like Oldman. Weedle appear. I almost want to say this Weedle has a chance of being shiny, but I don't actually know. And we'll get there when we get there, if or when it actually ever happens. We'll get there. And don't worry, although we see you, we'll go over you in a bit. We'll go over you in a bit. And I have my handy dandy information packet. Although post-commentary me is probably gonna take over that information whenever I have stuff. This version of me is just here to make notes for future me. And then future me will just take over for that episode probably because it just makes more sense. But I digress. A new route filled with new wonderful encounters. Let's get acquainted to them. Also, before I do that, a mental note that there is another thing here that I have to go over for way later. So this is a note for future me. But on with the encounters. Our first new encounter of the route is Caterpie, a bug-type Pokemon. Bug-type Pokemon are usually frail, but they evolve quickly. This learns a lot of status moves, so it is a reason to pick this up if you want to apply a status. The next encounter on this route is Weedle, the other bug type, but also poison type. The much more offensively inclined, and unfortunately it does not learn a move that I thought it did, so unfortunately they're just weak, frail bug types. I'm hoping I gave myself enough time to talk over that. Again, it might just be future me. I don't know still. I mean, I have a better idea. So it could just be future me now. And this is just reference guide for future me to work off of. Who knows? Ultimately me, but not right now. All right, that's the button I need to press. Oh, I need to level up you because you're low level, and I need you to learn a good move, sir. Sooner rather than later. And again, the movement in this game is quite possibly the slowest imaginable, and I can't quite remember when you get a thing. If you even get a thing. Okay, maze. Yes, I have a rat. We got rat. On the road to Viridian City. Came here with some friends to catch some bug Pokemon. They're all itching to get in some Pokemon battles. Neat. So even though we've gone over some encounters, there are now even more encounters that I have to go over, therefore making me even more work. Go, future me! Strap in, folks, because this is going to be a long one. We have Metapod, a bug-type Pokemon and the evolved form of Caterpie, the more defensively inclined version. It learns Harden and doesn't get much else until it evolves. Speaking of, its evolved form, Butterfree. It's pretty decent special attack and defense wise, but more importantly, it learns a lot of status moves in Poison Powder, Stun Spore, and Sleep Powder. So it's very good if you want to apply a status. On the inverse, we have Kakuna, Bug Poison type, and the evolved form of Weedle. Once again, the defensive type, not much else to talk about here. Its evolved form, Beedrill, is the much more physical inclined bug poison type, and is pretty okay. You know, it learns some decent moves like Twin Needle if you want to poison things that can't otherwise be poisoned, but it gets better in later games. For now, it gets outclassed pretty quickly. Next, we have effectively Pokemon's essentially mascot in Pikachu, the electric type Pokemon. It's very fast and has pretty decent special attack and attack, even though electric is special, which we've already covered, and again is the mascot for basically the entire Pokemon company. It's very recognizable. And its evolution in Raichu. It needs a Thunderstone in order to evolve into a Raichu, and can only be gotten by evolving a Pikachu, is very, very good. Electric is very good, only having one weakness, and Raichu has very high speed, high special attack, and high attack. This thing is very strong and is a good pick for any playthrough, really. I would highly recommend it. It's just very strong, very fast, and is a good type overall when covering for weaknesses. And that's all for the new encounters of this route. However, Past Me was also kind enough to give me a lot of time to go over these. So you're gonna get a little bit more, but not much more of Future Me. Yeah. I'm mostly here to go over, you know, the bio screens. I hope you're all enjoying all of this. It's a mess editing side, but otherwise it's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm glad to have given myself plenty of time to talk over. I'd rather have myself a lot of time to talk than very little, so I'm glad I've made that a habit. So, present me will continue right about nowish. All right, now let's see if I gave myself enough time to do that. Oh, let's hope. I'm gonna cut back here after I've healed, because otherwise it just takes forever. I'll be back. And we're back. In case you're wondering, that effect was poison, and in the earlier games, poison after so many steps will make your Pokemon slowly lose HP to a point where they will actually faint. In newer games, that doesn't happen. I don't even think taking steps in the overworld makes them slowly lose health anymore. I think it's just another status now. On these old games, oh no. Poison was a bit more lethal. Bit more brutal. Back in my day. Yeah, this is a good place to level up some Pokebees, which we're probably gonna do, and this is probably gonna be the last fight of the episode. Monka, go. Lyrit. One more time. Do not poison me. Thank you for listening. How much damage will Scratch do? Oh good, you use String Shot. That doesn't affect me because I'm already slower than you. Lowering my speed anymore does effectively nothing. Come on. If I can just squeak this one out, I can get mad experience. Another thing that I might as well bring up, there is a difference between trainer and wild Pokemon. Trainer Pokemon will naturally give you more experience than wild Pokemon, except for the cases in which they don't. We'll get there. Oh, we'll get there. I know, it sounds weird, but trust me, there are Pokemon that just unequivocally give more experience than any other Pokemon. We get there. We shall get there. I'm already slower than you. Still slower than you, but whatever you say, Chief. I can take one more. The greed. Max greed. Nice. Now Monkey is not as weak and frail as it once was. Nice, level 5. Wonderful. But I believe this will end things off here. So next time on Pokemon Fire Red, we should continue into the forest that is Viridian. I don't actually know. We'll get into that in the next episode. As always, I will see all of you in the next one. Until then.